Hey guys, Raiderpint here, back from the video. Today we are on One-Shot MC once again with another fantastic cannon. And what we have here is a 255 one-shot nuke alternating with a regular one-shot hole, obviously. So yep, and it's also an RC, as you guys can see here. RC Reels by Cobwebs, which is always fantastic, and it is kind of a different thing because you normally don't see RCs on a fusion stacker, which is obviously isn't a fusion stacker, but this sand comp can be used for a fusion stacker, but it also can be used for a one-shot nuke, as I am using it too. I'll probably be doing a tutorial on this sand comp. It is 20 long by 2, so 20 long and then times 2, obviously. So yeah, it's pretty fantastic. I'll explain everything that's going on with it, and you'll be thinking, as with those advanced players that know this already, one-shot nuke uses order of entities, right? You'll be thinking, well, this is the less prioritized thing. Shouldn't this technically land before the actual bottom of the one-shot? And I'll be explaining why it does not do that, and how I'm kind of bypassing that kind of rule. If you guys understand what I just said, feel free to help anybody out in the comments that do not understand. Probably explaining everything what's happening within this cannon, and yeah. So first thing I gotta know though is it alternates between a regular one-shot hybrid and a one-shot nuke. You guys can tell the difference between if this piston is down, that means it's gonna one-shot. It's regular one-shot. If these pistons are down, this one and that one, it means it's gonna nuke. Okay, if this one's down, if this one's up, that one's down. If that one's up, that one's down. Make sense? What I'm doing is when it's up, it's not letting current to pass through. When it's down, it's allowing current to pass through. So it's pretty much stopping it / letting it go through, which saves TNT ultimately, and it does nuke every wall, and I'll explain how, and I'll show you how it does. And yeah, but first things first, I'm going to fire the cannon. I know there's kind of a lot of knowledge. I'll be breaking down a bit better in this next little here. But as you guys can see, regular one-shot hole, and how this works now, how it's going to nuke, is you guys know, obviously, I'm going to have to get that sand back in a second, because I had to log out. As you guys know, when I fire this sand, this will stack between right here and right here, okay? I can hybrid both of these walls with the one-shot nuke, okay? Because these are both going to be technically air blocks. So that's kind of how that one-shot nuke works on both walls. It's kind of simple, kind of not. But yeah, I'm going to get the sand back, and yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so now we're going to get into the actual nuking part, and you guys can see this is now down, and this is up. So now it's not going to one-shot. So yep, and it'll nuke both walls, as you guys will be able to see here in a second. And now let's fire. Okay, everything's going off. Perfect. It's a bit laggy for me, I'm sorry about that, and you can see the actual explosion. But yeah, so it goes all the way down to Y, whatever. It goes all the way down right here. I don't know why I actually got rid of some of this, but I mean, that makes sense, I guess. No, it really doesn't. But, you know, I guess a little air, it's not going to be that bad. It's not going to matter that much, because you can still fire through that. But, as you saw, it nuked both walls, which is perfect, exactly what we wanted to do. And now you guys will be able to see, next shot will be a regular shot. You guys can see this is down now. This is going to be a regular one-shot hole. I'm sorry, but that hole kind of got there. I don't know how that got there, but it found a way to get there, obviously. It's not going to nuke that sand now. Kind of unfortunate, but that's whatever. And now we're going to fire. You guys will be able to see. They will nuke the next wall. They would have nuked both of the walls, but, you know, it happens. So yeah, you guys can see there, it worked perfectly fine. Everything worked out great. And yeah, so now I got 4 fully nuked walls. Awesome, right? With half the TNT usage too, which is awesome. So, how's this kind of working? I'm going to put that sand in there. First things first, I'm going to explain the sand comp. The sand comp is kind of confusing. If you guys don't know, one-shot nukes kind of work as you have an order, a specific order you need to follow in order of entities. You have your power, then it goes first tick of hammer and slab bust, and then it goes sand drops in between. And then you go next is your second tick of hammer and slab bust, and then your majority of your slab bust making the nuke. And that changes the order of entities, because whatever gets toggled last gets sent to the top. So if I had this sand toggled last, which technically this red sand is toggled last, then it should technically fall before the the nuke TNT, right? Incorrect, because what I'm doing is I'm ruling out this sand, because this regular sand is about 280 sand, somewhere around there. So it's ruling out the sand with, you don't even need it because we're not firing at Y280. And you guys will be able to see, because you can see when I'm sand stacking, there's no red sand anywhere. So pretty much it's just completely ruling it out, and that's not even an equation, which is pretty awesome because it allows for this one tick RC, or the one pulse RC, sorry. And if you guys don't know, with regular RCs, you have to push it up multiple times, and that only allows a short window for that sand to fall. And this can be optimized, this timing can be changed to less or more, considering it pushes the RCs within 1 tick or 2 ticks. So it's super easy, it makes life a lot easier. It can be used for fusion cannons too. The sand is 7 high, the regular sand. So yeah, pretty interesting. As you guys know though, it is 20 long times 2. I'm using the kind of infinite booster kind of thing here. I'm probably making a tutorial on this sand comp here, because it's a pretty interesting sand comp. I do like it quite a bit. And yeah, so next part. First we have, let's just go to this T flip-flop. What's happening here is it's turning this off, and then if it gets pulsed again, it'll turn this off. So and then turn this on. So if I fire this, well, not fire it, but that's right there. You can see alternates it, and then it keeps that pulse or that charge, and now it's on one-shot nuke, even though it should normally be on regular one-shot. Toggle it again, change this to that. So yeah, it just kind of stores the signal and alternates it, which is pretty cool. It's pretty nice. So yeah, next part here, we have the actual nuke TNT. This is a TNT that nukes, obviously. We have all this TNT combined in with it. It all gets pulsed off, so don't worry, that's awesome. And pretty much over here, how it's getting pulsed off is that when this is down, obviously it'll let the signal go through, and it'll toggle this, and then toggle the second part at the hammer again, go over here onto the other side, toggle this off, and yeah. Now, for this one-shot nuke part, I have to pretty much I have to fast pulse the hammer. If I want it to be within a reasonable amount of time, I need to fast pulse it and not have too many problems, because if I have this too delayed, the second part, it might not all get compressed, and then we have problems, and then it's just not going to work out very well, which always sucks, doesn't it? So yeah, we just kind of have that quick pulse, so I can pulse it twice in a very short amount of time, which is obviously what we need. And yeah, obviously it's on the same side over here too, except these have the 2 separate pulses, which also makes life a bit easier. And yeah, so pretty much I summed up everything. Not exactly everything. Not exactly everything, but you guys know this gets prioritized up first, and then it can fusion all this, the bottom here. It can fusion all this, which, you know, it has to fusion it. Plenty of power for that, as you guys can see. And yeah, so this cannon, it looks confusing, but when I break it down for you guys, it's not that confusing at all. All this extra wiring does is just controls the pistons right here to alternate between the regular one-shot and the one-shot nuke. That's all that part does. And then you have this part here, which is a secondary nuke, so you just need to have it. It's the actual one-shot nuke part, so the second part. And yeah, so then we just have the signal stored, fast pulse, so we can pulse it within a short amount of time, and this very amazing sand comp. I did create the sand comp, so I, just made it for myself. I kind of designed it off other people's somewhat with the infinite boost and everything, but I did fully create this sand comp. If there's other sand comps out just like this, I'm sorry, okay, don't get mad at me. But I'm just saying I did not look up any video for the sand comp, completely mine. And I'll obviously be doing a tutorial on this sand comp. So sand comp about 10 times in the last minute, but that's okay. So yeah, with that video, the tutorial on the sand comp, again, there it is. I will be explaining a bit more how it fully works and why it works, how it does. So yeah, I expect that video to be coming out soon. And yeah, so this cannon, it's not that confusing when you look at it and you think of it from a different perspective. But it's a nice cannon. It's a very nice cannon. It uses half the TNT as a regular one-shot nuke. That does not alternate because, it obviously saves the TNT. which is always awesome, now isn't it? And yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys hop on One Shot MC. Say hi to me or anything. The winner of the actual rank was Buttering Waffle. I need to get Emerald on to give him that rank, so congratulations to him. Sorry for anybody that didn't get the rank otherwise. So might be doing more giveaways later, but that's obviously in the future. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this cannon and this video in itself. Might be releasing this cannon at maybe 30 likes. If you guys have watched the end of the video, comment saying alternating. I know, kind of weird, but say comment saying alternating. Anything else you guys would like to say after. But yeah, I'm Raiderpint, guys, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Goodbye.